Captain on the bridge.
Alrighty, captains, we are back on the bridge, and today, yes, we got some things to go over from Star Trek Online and the official announcement of anniversary update for Star Trek Online. So let's put that on screen. Yes, captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor and hit that like button. But also, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to the YouTube Bridge, where we're always on the lookout for like-minded captains, where we can share our love, our passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now, with that said, here we go. Yes! This is awesome. Before we get going on this, captains, huge shout out to my fellow captains, id Gaming Federation, who sent us this information on Discord, but also PAX on also sending us this information on the Discord. So huge shout out to you, caps, and thank you for letting us know of this. So we were going to do something else in terms of our plans for the channel and other videos we're going to work on today, but this came up, so this is going to take priority. So what we're going to do is go over the articles here and also the official up blog on Star Trek X's feed, and then drop the ECs and at the end give our conclusion. So first up, this article was sent to us by id and PAX. It's from Screen Rant. So Star Trek Online Both Worlds, so that is the new name of this new anniversary update. Newest game update unleashes the Borg King. Ooh, that looks good. Sounds good. So Star Trek Online Both Worlds introduces the Borg King in an epic new multiverse storyline, continuing the incredibly successful MMORPG. And then here we go. Look who is now officially going to be a captain in Star Trek Online. It is Ezri Dax. Of course, she was from DS9, and wow, this art just looks absolutely stunning and awesome. Look at how serious they're looking. This is giving me goosebumps, captains, and I love how they're showing here the sort of the prime timeline Borg, and of course the new type Borg here. This looks absolutely awesome. I would have wanted probably the legendary Vesta to be actually released at this time as opposed to it was last year or a couple of years ago. I think this would have been a perfect time. They could have actually shuffled around some of the legendary ships, in my opinion, maybe release the legendary Akira on its own, then pair up the legendary Valdor and the recently released legendary Borg together, and then this would have been a perfect opportunity to release the legendary Vesta. But it is what it is. Love how they're actually making this a thing where she is coming back with her ship, the Vesta. So let's continue on here. This is so good. I'm shaking right now in my chair. So let's go summary. Star Trek Online Both Worlds launches. So now we have the date on January 23 for PC, and of course for my console caps on March 12th for PlayStation and Xbox consoles. Continuing the multiverse story against the Borg King. Going to be interesting to see who they actually have as the voiceover as the Borg King. Players must infiltrate the Mirror Borg Unicomplex and face relentless Borg to save the multiverse and sever the reality vortex. Sever, I should say. That is awesome. The game celebrates its 14th anniversary with the return of the anniversary event and features the USS Enterprise F, a ship from Star Trek Online, now part of the official Star Trek canon, which of course we celebrate here and we continue to celebrate because that is a great feat on itself. So Star Trek Online Both Worlds unleashes the Borg King. Gearbox Publishing and Cryptic Studios announced today that Star Trek Online Both Worlds, the 31st season of their long-running free-to-play Star Trek Online, will launch on January 23 for PC and will arrive on PlayStation Xbox on March 12th. Star Trek Online Both Worlds continues last season's multiverse story as they must face the Borg King, the architect behind the threat facing the multiverse. Following Star Trek Online's prior seasons' misunderstanding with the Tholians and the tearing of the reality vortex, the Borg from the Mirror Universe threaten the multiverse. In Star Trek Online's new update, players must infiltrate, of course, again, the Mirror Borg's Unicomplex, a technological labyrinth guarded by relentless Borg, to sever the vortex and save the multiverse. At the heart of this nightmare awaits the Borg King, the architect of this multiversal threat. In addition, players will encounter Star Trek franchise's characters like Captain Ezri Dax, voiced by Nicole DeBoer from the Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Captain Harry Kim, of course, voiced by Garrett Wang from Star Trek Voyager, and Admiral Kamarki, voiced by Kipley Brown from Star Trek Enterprise. Check out the key art from Star Trek Online, both worlds below. Again, just that, I love this art. I love it, love it. I'm here definitely for it. So Star Trek Online celebrates its 14th anniversary in January 24th. Thank players for their continued support over the last 14 years. This milestone will be commemorated with the return of the beloved anniversary event. More details of the anniversary event will be revealed in the upcoming weeks via a developer blog, which we already have, so we'll go over that. So kind of a last little things here we'll go over on this article, because why not? We're already here. So we already know about this, the whole crossover from Resurgence, which is awesome. But here is a little bit of more news on, or a little more info on the Odyssey here. So Star Trek Picard made Star Trek Online's USS Enterprise F canon. Of course, you know this already. The Odyssey class Enterprise F appeared in Picard Season 3. So Star Trek Online is not just popular with fans, but also with the creative team behind Star Trek on Paramount Plus's TV series. Star Trek Picard Season 3 honored Star Trek Online by making the USS F canon. The Odyssey class starship appeared in Picard Season 3, Episode 9, Vox, as the soon-to-be decommissioned flagship of the United Federation of Planets, commanded by Admiral Elizabeth Dennehy. Tragically, the Enterprise F and the rest of the Starfleet assembled on Frontier Day were assimilated by the Borg and nearly destroyed Earth until the Borg were stopped by Admiral Jean-Luc Picard, of course Patrick Stewart, and the crew of the USS Enterprise D. USS Enterprise F was a design from Star Trek Online that is now enshrined in official Star Trek movies and TV canon. Ooh, could this be a little bit of a slip up? Ooh, could we see the Enterprise F in the movie? Captains, we released a video yesterday in regards to the sort of information Patrick Stewart put out there about a movie script he got. We didn't know that the Enterprise F was going to be in the movies, but this could be. That would be absolutely awesome. Again, I know they decommissioned the F, but the more important thing is to me that the Odyssey class was canonized. So that's, and if we get to see more Odyssey classes in the movies, oh yes, please. In addition, Star Trek Online recently crossed over with another hit video game for Star Trek Resurgence, the Centaur class USS Resolute. And Star Trek Resurgence hero ship is now a playable skin on Star Trek Online with the Star Trek Online Both Worlds. However, the long-running Star Trek MMO is poised for a multiverse-shattering adventure that will deliver a game experience that Star Trek's movies and TV series can't match. Again, the launch of it on PC is January 23 and on consoles March 12. That is absolutely amazing. Now, with all that said, this is absolutely awesome. I'm wondering what's going to happen here with the Borg King, and of course, with all that's going to come in with this new update for Star Trek Online. Now, we're going to head over to the official X feed, and it is already here. Now, as of this video, this was actually announced about an hour ago. This article was sent to me by id at about 6:40. So that was about almost 2 hours ago. So you would think that, again, this news would come on the official X feed from Star Trek Online, but whatever, it is what it is. We're here now. We're gonna move forward. So let's go over this, and again, of course, drop our ECs. It's almost time to celebrate Star Trek Online's 14th anniversary, starring Nikki DeBoer, Garrett Wang, and Kipley Brown. Stow Both Worlds is coming on January 23rd. Of course, here we go. Love this. This looks so, again, I will say it again, this looks awesome, and that's probably the Borg King himself. I wonder who they got. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Wesley. How would I feel about it? I don't know. They always got to try to kind of stretch out the voice actors when they got him, because of course he was already in Star Trek Online. But again, I don't really care at this point. The addition of Ezri Dax, I'm happy with. I'm more of a fan of the original, but hey, we got her. She's here. Let's go! Anyways, sorry. Got excited. Anyways, Star Trek Online Both Worlds coming for us January 23rd. And here we go. It's almost time to celebrate Star Trek Online's 14th anniversary, and we're bringing you a brand new content update. So this was at 7 a.m. that it was released, but my time it was a little bit later, but it is what it is. Captains, we're excited to announce that our 14th anniversary update, Star Trek Online Both Worlds, is coming to PC on January 23. Again, in a new adventure. Players will encounter notable Star Trek stars, including Captain Ezri Dax, voiced by Nicole, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Captain Harry, of course, from Garrett Wang from Voyager, and Admiral Kumar K. Kipling Brown from Star Trek Enterprise. Star Trek Online Both Worlds continues the last season's multiverse story following a misunderstanding with Tholians and the tearing of the reality vortex. So again, kind of the same thing here. And of course, we got to sever the vortex and save the multiverse. At the heart of this nightmare awaits the Borg King, the architect of the multiversal threat. Will you prevail against impossible odds and rewrite the fate of reality? So this was already included in that blog, hence we didn't go with it. But this question, of course, we had to go over. Here we go. Yes, here we go. Star Trek Online Both Worlds will include the following new features. So new episode, new task force operation, season 31 event, elite random task force operation feature, a new lockbox. So let's break this down here. So new episode, Scorpion's Abyss. The Ethereans report a new reality vortex in fluidic space and ask for help to close it. There, you find Mirror Borg using the vortex as a beachhead for an assault on the multiverse. A daring mission into a Mirror Borg unit complex puts you face to face with the Borg King. Again, I wonder if they're saving the voice actor. You would think they would put it in the art here, but it's not. We'll have to see. How hilarious would it be if the Mirror Borg King was actually Harry Kim? Look, let's look at this. Let's look at this for that may be just a topic for fun for another video, but that would be hilarious if the Borg King was Harry Kim. Again, stretching out the actual actor himself in terms of the roles. Why not, right? Would I be okay with it? Sure. Let's see how an evil Harry Kim, a Borgified Harry Kim, would do here. I'm for it, because I don't see who else it could be. And in the face itself, it looks like Harry Kim. I don't know. It's the thing. We've said it here on the channel, on the bridge here. Let's see what happens. We'll find out, of course. Here it is. New task force operation, Battle of Wolf 359. Yes! Yes! Finally. Captains, we've wanted this battle, this historic battle to come to Star Trek Online, and finally it is here. Now, of course, we've already discussed this multiple times here on the bridge, and also in the recent Stokecast we did there, that it was hinting towards this, and here we go, the official drop of this news. So this new 5-player space task force operation will let you relive the greatest battle against the Borg at Wolf 359. Return to one of Star Trek's most classic moments and make your own fate. Learn from the past to defend the present. Now, I'm not sure if we'll break this down, but maybe what they will do here is do what they did with the Battle of the Binary Stars. As in, we go into this task force operation and our ships are switched with the models of the ships that were present at Wolf 359. We might just do a separate video on that, captains, to kind of break that down. But regardless, I'm super excited for this. You know what that means, captains? There is a slim chance that we might see the Enterprise D / AKA Captain Picard. Maybe. Now, they might, of course, just do it as a voice clip from the episode. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm excited for this. 100%. Let's go. All right. So there's that. Now, season 31 event, King and Collective. For this new event, players can play selected content to earn a new T6 ship, the Khitomer Alliance Rex. Now, this ship was seen by Kale, of course, and he said this is one of the most beautiful ships he's ever seen. Now, we've talked about this, and going up to last year's update, that we made predictions of what that anniversary ship from the 13th was going to be. We thought it was going to be another Alliance ship, but lo and behold, they gave us a compiler. Now they're going back to the Alliance ship. Now it's called the Kinnemer Alliance Rex. I believe this has to have some design elements from the Gemhead R, because that's the only ship not represented in the current Alliance ships that we have. Of course, there's the carrier, there was the cruiser, and the escort. So this could definitely be a cross between possible. I would like to think maybe the KDF and Gemhead R designs, or Romulan and Gemhead R. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. But Kale did say it was one of the most beautiful ships he's ever seen. So we'll have to wait and see. And of course, you know, Captains, we will cover it here on the YouTube bridge when that happens. And of course, the ECs will be dropped. Oh yes, they will be dropped. So next up, Elite Random Task Force Operations feature. Here we go. We knew about this. This was coming, and definitely this is going to be dropping with the new update. This new quality of life improvement feature will give players the option to queue up for random elite TFOs to score extra rewards. So hopefully this also means the return of the elite queues on one of them that we've been wanting to come back is the crystalline entity. It'll probably last 10 more seconds than the 1 minute or less than 1 minute it takes to complete now, but still at least we can have that back hopefully and see whatever else they bring back in Elite. Now again, Elite content to me is just more HP of your targets and just harder hitting NPCs, but that's mostly what we run regardless with our fellow captains on a nightly basis when we are on the bridge there, Star Trek Online. But it's going to be great that hopefully that more of the random stuff, that the elite queues are more of the stuff that we already have. Like Operation Wolf definitely needs to be or have a elite queue because it's been in game for years now and it's still only normal. Great queue, one of my favorite ground queues, one of the really few ground queues that we really like to play, but it's only on normal and not really much of a challenge. Not to say that we're looking for a challenge. I don't really personally care, to be honest with you, Caps, but to have greater resources given to you for the little bit of extra challenge with your fellow captains is always nice. So here we go. Lastly here, the new lockbox, the last generation, based on Star Trek Picard Season 3. So that means a new ship that they're going to release. I'm gonna probably call it the Deuterstat. The Intrepid is probably gonna be the new lockbox ship. This is why I said I was surprised that the Shrike came out, because I thought that the new lockbox this year in 2024 would feature the Shrike. But the only other ship that I can think of at this point is the Deuterstat class, again, modeled and lovingly made by Bill Krause, who we have interviewed here on the bridge. And so the last generation, well, what are we gonna probably see here? Picard phasers, Picard uniforms, a bunch of all those stuff, and weapons. Well, we'll have to see. New consoles, of course, kit modules, whatever have you. So looking forward, captains, we have a lot of things to cover here, so we're going to do so the best of our ability as they come out. So we've loved sharing 14 years with you, captains, and here's to many more. Yes, here's to definitely many more. Look for more information on all of this in our upcoming blogs. Whew, yes! Super excited. Now we're going to do this quickly as we're doing this video. We're going to do a refresh just in case they don't decide to drip feed this. They don't really, so now this is great news. I'm super excited about this, and for Nicole to now join Star Trek Online and its many voiceovers actors that they've worked on here is just great. Just adding to the list. And again, I'm still recommending this game to any Star Trek fan who just wants to play this, and we'll probably do that as a separate video, and we were planning to do that anyways. Should you play Star Trek Online 2024? Yes, there is so much story for you to go through, even if it's just for the story. Go through the story. You don't have to buy anything. It's a free-to-play game. You'll be able to get through the story on your own, because most of these missions, all of these missions, you can do on normal. And if you're just like me, who likes experience games just kind of on normal difficulty, if not even easy, just to go through the story and experience it, you can do that with Star Trek Online. And there's so many, 14 years worth of stories. And one of the bigger ones, and one of my favorite arcs, the Iconian arcs. And the last couple of years, 5-4 years, has been kind of a drip feed on the story, but still a lot of story content to go through. You don't have to, you know, pursue the end game after this, but if you so choose, that is an option. I recommend you first, Captain, if you're going to try this, to go through the story and then see where this brings you. But there it is, the update that we have been waiting for. I thought it was going to actually be next week, but I'm glad it dropped this morning. And we're off on holidays here for a bit, so we're going to be working on some more, maybe more of a breakdown. I'm not sure. This all is new here as we're recording of this video. But again, I'm going to call it right now. The Board King is actually Harry Kim. Because that shadow, I don't know, it looks pretty familiar. And I would be not surprised if the Board King was actually Harry Kim. But again, the bigger news as well is Nicole is joining as Ezri Dax, Captain Ezri Dax, and she's bringing in the USS Vesta as her ship. So looking forward to this. Captains, you know how we've been doing the update anniversary stuff. We're gonna do all the coverage along with playthroughs to show here and keep a log of it here on the YouTube bridge. So do us a favor, Caps, hit that like button, but also comment below. Let us know your thoughts on this new update, your speculations, any thoughts that you have. Throw it in the description below. But also, if you're new here, consider subscribing here to our YouTube bridge. As again, we're always on the lookout for like-minded captains. And yes, captains, one more final, yes, let's go, from me. This update is looking to be pretty awesome. And of course, we will leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.